Friedrizi, his name was. So it's in my Queen Sacrifice games. And I played e4. Friedrizi plays e4. Played knight f3, just attacking a pawn. And he plays knight there. Pinned a knight. That's Roy Lopez. And now d4. He takes the pawn off. So I take the pawn off. He played bishop there. All very logical moves, aren't they? Except it's going to detour slightly in a second. So this is all book moves. I've had that position for black myself so many times. I just developed a knight, nothing fancy, and he played knight there. That's the move that causes him a bit of trouble. And I castled, and when he played this move, this is where the trouble starts, right? His knight blocked his bishop, right? So you want to fianchetto his bishop, which looks logical, but I played bishop pins the knight. Now, this is where he wants to get out of his little hole, right? And he doesn't want to take the knight because my queen will take back and I'll be threatening his castle. So he doesn't like that. So he just fianchettoed his bishop. Then the fireworks start. This is the move I played. Knight here to d5. Now, there's a very simple threat here. White's threatening bishop takes knight. And if you take back with either the pawn or the bishop, you're going to lose a knight here, right? And you can't take back with a knight because you lose your queen. And so it's in this position. He took the knight in the middle of the board first, right? But then I surprised him. You know what move I played, Peppy, in this position? That's right. I went, oh no, my queen! I gave him the queen, that's right. And then when he took off the queen, he thought, you beauty, I've got the master's queen. He took my queen off. So I gave him a check with the knight. And he moved his king here. And then I checkmated him with the bishop. That's right. So a Queen Sacrifice game. It's very, very easy to play this position because a lot of the moves in the position were very, very normal types of moves. But it's one of my prettiest chess games. Okay? Not the prettiest game. It's Peppy says I'm too high rated, it says. That's one of my prettiest games, right? So here, right, I'll go through it again. E4. It was 12 move checkmate, you know. E5. Knight F3, that's the second move. Third move, just play Roy Lopez. D6, that's lots of players play that move. I played pawn there. Lots of players take the pawn. I took back with a knight. Lots of players play this move. I played knight there. Lots of players play, or some players play that move. So I castled. I thought, I'll wait to see what he does. Then he played that move. It's here that I thought, well, I'm going to pin that knight. And here went bishop g7. So I played knight there. I hit his knight. And that's when he took the knight in the middle. He thought, oh, I'll just take that one. Then queen takes d4. Look at that. Game's over. The game's over. There's no defence. He took the queen. We give him a little check. King there. And bishop checkmate. Isn't that pretty? It's so pretty. 12 moves. 12 moves. A Queen Sacrifice. 12 moves. It's a great move. It's a great way to play chess. Okay, so we can go back here. Go back here to game history. Whereabouts? We're going back to game history. Right, we're going back into the library. Because I've got to show you my check. Do you want to see my forced checkmate in 6 or 8 moves or something? I think it was 8 moves or something. Anyway, I'll show you. Hold on. I got my game against Magnus Carlsen there. I'm very proud of that. Let's see now. I had a 2,950 performance. I checkmated in 15 moves. My rating performance was 2,950. 98.7% accuracy. I think that's probably my highest rate of accuracy. How about forced mate in 8 with a Queen Sacrifice? Okay, he was only 1,261, but here it is. This is the game. Forced mate in 8, right? Let's see now. Okay, so we're looking at it. Forced mate in 8. Here we go. Right, so we've got the forced mate in 8. We're in the chess.com analysis room. Just make sure you can see it. There it is there. I'll just adjust that board a little bit. It's against Billion14, who's a friend of mine. And here we go. Well, he was my friend until I did this to him. He played e4. Played there. It says unsupported variant. I don't know what that means. Played bishop there. Played knight there. Knight there. Knight there. d6. Bishop e7. Bishop there. I'm black. I played pawn there. Takes, takes. Bishop takes. Queen takes. Knight there. Queen there. Pawn there. I played bishop there. Chased his knight back. And now I decided I would just push pawns near his king. Now I just pushed the pawn. He took back. So he played there. And I think it's in this position I played rook takes knight. And he took with the king. And I played knight hits queen. Now where does his queen go? Well, it went there. So I took his knight off. And he took with the pawn. So I gave him a check. And he put the queen in. So what did I do then? I played queen there, that's right. And he played rook there. I played rook there, hits a queen. Then I played knight hits queen. Then he had trouble with the file there. So he played queen there. Excuse me. So I took his queen off. But it doesn't end there. We're going to show you the forced mate in 8. Played king there. Just going to make sure you can see this position. Because even though black's got a queen, you really want to give the queen back, don't you? See, I doubled the rooks. Now he wants to run away, but I want to checkmate him. So this is what I did. Played bishop takes pawn check. And he went there. He's trying to run away from the checkmate. So I played bishop check. And he went over there. Right? Now this is where it starts. We're going to find a checkmate, right? It's a forced checkmate. Watch this. Queen checks. There's only one move for him to play, right? So he puts his castle here. It's the only move. He can't go here or here, right? So he's got to put the castle there, okay? So what move do you play in this position? Do you know the best move in this position is queen takes rook check. Give him the queen back. That's right. And when he takes, give him a rook check. Right, so queen check was move 1. Queen takes rook check was move 2. Castles check was move 3. He's only got one square, king here, right? Then you play Rook check, that's move 4. Then he's got to go either here. If he goes here, it's mate, right? So he must go there, right? So we'll give him a knight check, and he's got to go here, and that's checkmate. There you go. Isn't that nice? Nice queen sacrifice. Here goes another queen sacrifice variation. Yeah, but again, the methodology for finding these moves is examine all checks, right? So first thing you do is you look for a check, and then you don't stop there. You don't say, oh, I'm going to check him, I lose my queen, I don't want to do that. What you're going to do is look one move deeper, or 2 moves deeper, or 3 moves deeper. If you can see 6 moves deeper, like I did, well, then it's even better, isn't it? Because you can suck your queen all the time, especially in those types of positions. It's a lot of fun. Believe me, you just enjoy it because you're creating a piece of artwork. You really are. You're creating a lovely piece of artwork. And if I go back, right, if I go back, I don't know that I can. I can't go back further. But if I go back to the game history, I love to show you my games. Here we are. Right, so I should do a compendium, shouldn't I, right? A video just showing you all my brilliant games. That's what I should do, just do a video showing you all my brilliant wins. Here we go, library. We'll go back in the library. We're going back here to... I made a Hikaru in 45 moves. Not Hikaru, not the real Hikaru, the Hikaru bot, right? But, you know, even beating the Hikaru bot's not easy sometimes. Is there one game that you guys would like to see? Anyone in the chat? Is there a game that you would like to see? One second, I'll try to find that. Here we go. Pretty double checkmates. I've got one game under pretty double checkmates. Double smothered mate. That's a nice one. But my favourite game of all time is this one. This is my favourite because it was a real game of chess, right? And it was played, I think, it probably played in 3 minutes or 5 minutes. I'll have a look. This is my favourite game of chess. Okay, this is my favourite game of chess. Well, the other one, that checkmate where I sacrificed the queen that I showed you, that's one of my favourite games of all time. But this is my really favourite, right? Because I actually had to work hard for it, right? At the time, I was rated 2171. And my opponent was rated 2067. Okay. Well, hold on. I've got to go back. I clicked on the wrong board. Sorry. Now I'm right. Okay, so my opponent was rated 2067. He opened up with e4, played knight f6. Just attacking a pawn. So this is the knight f6's Alekine's defence, right? Played e5, he chased me. So I went knight to d5, which is a book move. This is all theory. so far. C4, you attack my knight. That's a book move, right? All the grandmasters play that. Knight to b6. It's forced move. You play d4. So this is a book position. Been played hundreds of thousands of times, if not a million times. d6 I played. This is a book move. You play pawn takes pawn. Right? So I recaptured with the e pawn. He played knight c3. And now, really, in this position, white, rated 2067, he's got no weaknesses at all. Right? I played bishop e7 because I want to prepare to castle, right? I want to prepare to castle. He plays bishop d3. It's a great developing move. It develops a bishop and attacks my king. Well, sorry, attacks my king there, right? So you can't fault white's play at the moment. So I castled. And he played knight g5 to e2. Really solid position. And it's very, very... I mean, how does black win this game, right? Anyway, I played knight c6. I just wanted to develop a piece and put pressure on his centre and hope that he overreaches himself or something. But he doesn't. He plays a good move. He plays castles. Then I've got the problem. What do I do next? Well, I thought, well, I'll just put my bishop there and just see what he does, right? Just see what he does. And I'm threatening a pawn here, but he's got bishop takes discovery. So maybe I want to play pawn here, then take the pawn, right? So what move does he play? He plays d5. That's his first mistake. So we've got him to weaken his position a little bit, right? He should never push this pawn. Right? Anyway, in that position, even bishop here is a good move. Just develop your bishop and get a piece working and connect your castles and queen. That's fine, right? But he didn't. He played this move. So once he played that move, I played knight here, and now I'm threatening to take a pawn off, right? Anyway, so he played bishop f4, right? So it's in this position I played knight b5 takes pawn, and he took the bishop there, knight, sorry. So I recaptured with the knight, and I was really happy because I've got the two bishops, right? But still, you have to win the game, right? You've got to remember, in this type of position, you still have to win the game of chess, right? Anyway, he played bishop c2. So I played g6. I just wanted to block the bishop from attacking me. And then he played knight g3. And I'm thinking, how the hell do I win this game? Because even though I've got a pawn extra, I want to somehow attack his position. Anyway, I came up with this bishop g7. I thought, well, I'll just play quietly just to wait and see what my opponent does. He played rook e1. Again, he hasn't weakened his position. So I thought, well, I've got to somehow play the game. So I played bishop to d7. It's twofold purpose. It's connecting the rooks and queens, but that's the main reason. He played f3. Now, in this position, he's almost threatening to trap my knight. Almost. He can't do it just yet. Oh, sorry. He can't do it just yet. He can't do that just yet because of knight here. However, he plays knight to c4. Whoa. Whoa. I played knight c4. And he played queen to c1. So I thought, well, interesting move. It's protecting his pawn. So I played f5. Can you see the board all right? You can. That's good. Very important that you can see the board. Otherwise, I'm talking to myself. Okay. So in this position, bishop to b3. See, that's a logical move. He wants to attack my knight. Anyway, so I moved my knight there to attack his bishop. Knight, normally you don't put the knight on the side of the board, but I didn't really know what to do, how to get to his king. Moved his bishop back, so I played queen to f6, right? So basically I want to control this line of attack. Stop pawn here on my knight, right? We played knight back, and I thought, gee, that's a good move. How on earth am I going to get him? So I played knight there again. I thought, well, I'll put my knight back in the middle and harass him a little bit. And he played rook to b1. So here, in this position, he's just trying to defend and not lose the game and keep the position as solid as he can, being a pawn down. So what he's really saying to me is that he's sending a message to me. And what he's really saying to me is, John, you have to come and get me. So he's like a rabbit in a hole. You've got to put your arm down the hole into the rabbit warren and grab the rabbit and rip him out. But you've got to actually go and get him. This is really dangerous in chess because when a player sits there and just plays a solid sort of game, what he's really hoping for is that you overreach your position. And by that, I mean you take chances that risk you losing the game rather than winning it. So when you make progression in the position with your advantage, you've got to make sure your footing is very, very concrete and safe, right? Anyway, so I played rook a5 to e8. All I did was I put my castle on the open file, right? Now he played b3. He wants to remove my knight. And I thought to myself, gee, if my knight goes back here, it's very passive. So I played knight e6, knight e3, to put my knight on a square. Now this game gets really beautiful. Please don't leave now. You'll miss one of the best games you've ever seen in your life, right? Really, it's my evergreen game. He played bishop to d3. Now, in this position, I have to get my pieces better placed. So I play this move bishop h6 because my bishop was not doing enough work along here. So now my plan is to play knight here, protecting the bishop and attacking the queen. That's the plan. And remember, this isn't like a speed game, right? Really, it's a speed game. He played queen to b2. So he's not a weak player. He senses the danger to his queen, right? He's no fool. He's still rated 2067, so I played c6. Notice I don't make any really big moves. I want to consolidate my pawn advantage. I've got a pawn extra. Have I? Or, yeah, I've got one pawn extra. So, but the plan is I want to try to control the central squares. And I want to take away his control of the position. So I took back with a pawn. The whole idea is I want to try to nullify this bishop here. Played knight to a4. Puts a knight on the side of the board. I was very happy about that. So I played queen takes queen. You think, well, hold on. John, if you take his queen off, how are you going to get a brilliant game? Wait for it. Wait till you see what happens, right? He played rook takes b2, right? Position, material is basically close to equal. I've still got one pawn. But his pieces are discombobulated, meaning that they're not coordinating together. His pieces are a bit awkward. They're not coordinating very well. Okay, so I played bishop g7. It's done its job, my bishop. So it moves back on the diagonal where it has most potency and threatens the castle. Played rook to b1. That's a good idea. You put your rook, you put your castle on a white square where it can't be attacked by the bishop. I played king h8. Why? I don't know, but I did. He played knight back, and I thought, what do I do here? So I played d5. Now the d5 move stops his bishop going here, right? So he played knight to d1. His plan is very simple. He's going to try to exchange all the pieces, right? That's his plan. So I played c5. And you think, oh, but John, where's the brilliancy going to come if he keeps swapping the pieces off? He swapped the queen off. Now he's going to take your knight. How are you going to get a brilliancy? Keep watching. He plays knight takes e3. So we play rook takes e3. And now he plays bishop c2. Right? He's protecting his bishop. Okay. And now we double the rooks on the open file. He's only got one move. We're threatening rook takes knight. So he can't move the knight because he'll lose the castle with check, right? He'll lose the castle with check if he moves the knight. So he played king there, okay? You think, John, well, how are you going to get a brilliant prize out of it? A brilliancy out of this? Well, I'll show you. I played bishop to b5. Now I'm threatening the knight, okay? The knight is the key linchpin to the piece, to the position. Now, I'll give you a perfect example of when I'm talking about a linchpin. I was with an engineer once, a friend of mine, and we're walking under the Sydney Harbour Bridge, right? Anyway, he said to me, he said, hey, John, you see that there? I said, what? What's that? He said, oh, that's a pin. I said, it's a pin? He said, yeah. He said, if you pull that pin out, the whole bridge will fall down. I said, you're kidding, aren't you? He said, yeah, well, it's a bloody big pin, so you probably have to blow it up or something, but the whole bridge will fall down. And that's it. Like any engineering piece, there's always one weakness somewhere, and this is what we're trying to exploit. We're trying to make the knight move so we can get the bishop to come in here and put pressure on his king, right? In other words, we're trying to get cross bishop's attack. So he played knight to g3, a very logical move. And now we played this bishop d4. And then you say, oh, but John, he's going to swap off another piece. And he did. He played rook takes e3. So do I take his castle with check? I thought, no, I'm going to play rook takes rook. In that position, I played rook takes rook. So he thought, well, I'll play rook to e1, and now I'll let you take my rook, and then I can take back with the king. And then we've got two minor pieces each, and I'm only a pawn down. This is what he's thinking. And I said, but I've got a surprise for you. This is the brilliancy. Rook check. It's double check. Look, it's checked by the castle. It's checked by the bishop, right? It's double check. He played king to f1. Now, in this position, we could take his bishop with check, but we don't do that. Watch what we do. We play rook f2 check. Okay, and now he plays king here, right? And now we play rook there, double checkmate. It's not one checkmate, it's double checkmate. Wasn't that lovely? Did you like that? He's checked by the bishop. The bishop protects the castle, so he can't take that. So we've given him check, check, and double checkmate. I'll show you again, right? So we've played here, rook e1, rook e2 check, right? Where is it? Rook e2 check. He plays king f1. It's check. Oh, where is it? Check. Check. And double checkmate. Double checkmate. There you go. So it's just one of my favourite games because I've never done a check, check, double checkmate before. But yeah, so it is quite fun. I had one other game where it was a really lovely game. Another game where I sacrificed my queen. I, this one's a really beautiful one, this one. I love to share these with you. Right, so we're going to game history again. And if I can find it in my library, it's a Queen Sacrifice game. 1 minute. It's a Queen Sacrifice game. Don't know about this one. Don't know. I don't know whether this is it. No, it's not that one. It's not that one. That's just another one. So I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. I don't know whether I can find it. I've got so many games, but this is a really beautiful one. It might be under Queen Sacrifice games. Did I show you this one, did I? This is the one. This is the one. Don't look. Don't look. Okay, this is the game, right? It's a Queen Sacrifice game. I always give you a hint, don't I? So I spoil it, don't I? But it's a lovely Queen Sacrifice game. It really is. This is my game against Danny 32018. The game lasts 37 moves, so I'll rush through it pretty quickly. Okay? Make sure you can see the board. You can see the board. Good work. Good work, fans. Have got your attention. Got 563 viewers. And you're going to see a lovely game here. Right. It's a Sicilian defence. This is the Alpine Sicilian. Right, so nothing unusual. I set little traps for him, but he doesn't fall for them. So I move bishop. All I'm trying to do is coordinate my pieces better than him. At the moment, the position's level. See the evaluation bar on the side of the board? So, castles. You play pawn there. Queen there. So I'm still trying to build my position, but it's not easy. And he played queen there. Now, this is where white starts winning. Have a look at the evaluation bars changed. So that means queen there is a bad move. Why? Well, I played pawn hits queen. He moved the queen back, and now I've got an advantage. But how do I win it? It's one thing to have. How many of you guys out there have a one game and then you think, oh, I've got a one game, but how do I win it? It's the biggest problem for developing players and beginners. The beginner says to himself, gee, I've got a wonderful game, but I don't know how to win it. Anyway, so I played rook c1, put my queen's rook there, took the pawn off. When he takes the pawn, what he's actually trying to do, Danny, his name is Danny 32018, what Danny's trying to do is he's trying to make the position more interchangeable. He's trying to remove the tension in the position. And I played knight takes pawn, but what I've noticed is he's got a weak pawn here, this weak d pawn. Now he played knight e5, and I'm thinking, gee, he's coming back a bit here. Knight e5. I played pawn there to protect my central pawn, my e pawn. Played knight there. I took it off. He took back with a pawn. I think he should take with the castle, right? So black should take the pawn with the castle, not the pawn. And so I just centralised my castle on the D file. I'm playing against his isolated D pawn, right? The isolated backward D pawn on D6, right? So I played pawn there. I'm just trying to control white squares around his king and nullify his bishop on D7. His bishop here, I don't want him to do anything with his bishop. Anyway, he moved his knight back, and so he's saying, well, come on, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? So I put my knight there, and the whole idea is I want to remove his bishop, right? His white squared bishop. He took it off, and now I take back with the pawn there. And now I've got this lovely square for my knight. And it becomes very important. He played rook there, so I played the knight to D5. This is a powerful knight. But still, you're here. Why are you here? You're here to see a brilliancy, a queen sacrifice, something brilliant. You want to see something brilliant? Right, we'll show you, right? Okay, so he played bishop there. So I played king to G2, just putting my king on a white square where his bishop can't give me a check, right? He played rook there, so I played bishop to D4. I'm trying to eliminate his active piece on the king side. Right? He's got an active piece on the king side. He played bishop there, so I played rook E1, right? And the plan is to take advantage of the open file. There's only one open file on the board, right, at the moment. One open file, it's the E file. And even though there's pieces there, now what do? Queen takes, okay? Now it's in this position, he plays rook takes rook. Big mistake. Why is it a big mistake? Well, have you done your chess.com puzzles, right? And in the chess.com puzzle book, well, rook takes rook, okay. Now he plays king to F8, right? He may have been better off to just play knight here and try to get the knight off the board, right? However, now I play this move. Pawn there. The idea, why push the pawn? Well, I've got an outside pass pawn. If I play B5, that pawn is a really annoying pawn. Anyway, he played queen there. He's attacking my castle. So I played queen E4, threatening checkmate, right? Threatening checkmate. Now this is a key move, right? It's a key move in the position. So he's got no time for anything else. So he moves his castle back. So what move do I play, right? Well, I play knight there. Why do I play knight there? Well, he tries to do some tricks, right? He plays knight there. He's attacking my queen, right? So what move do you play in this position? Come on. What move do you play, Super Mario 1000? I'm asking you, Sorens Zolamas, what move would you play in this position? Straight out of the chess.com puzzles book. We see H. Newton says Queen E7, but that's not giving a queen away. I said we need to give the queen away. Come on, give him a queen. He's only a beginner. Check. Right? Rook takes queen. Oh no, my queen's gone. We give him a knight check. So he goes in the corner, take his castle with check. He moves his king up there, so we give him a knight check. He's got to go back. We give him another knight check. He moves here, but do we take his queen? No. We checkmate him with the castle. There you go. So did you like that one? So we'll go back again. This is checkmate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got to see checkmate in 6, right? So knight b6, he plays knight g5. Now you're going to see checkmate in 6. 1. He captures it. 2. Knight checks. King g8. 3. Rook takes rook check. Knight to f8 check. 4. Knight to g6 check. Oh. Knight to f8 check. King g8. Knight check there. King there. And rook checkmate. Mate in 6. There you go. So there's another example of where you get an opportunity to sacrifice your queen, just like in the chess.com puzzles. And it does happen in real life. I'm proving it to you. This is a real game of chess against Danny 32018. And he was rated 2029 for Colombia, right? Danny would have had nightmares about that game. He would have, when he got the queen, he probably rubbed his hands together and thought, "You beauty, I've got him." But he didn't see checkmate in 6, right? So there you go. So a bit of fun, isn't it? Okay. I've streamed for 2 hours and 10 minutes. I'm very tired because I did a long trip back from Miranda today. So, yeah, I've done a long trip back, but I wanted to share those with you, right? And share those games with you. And what I'll do is I might create a YouTube video out of this. Don't forget, guys, you want to see more of my chess, you've got to follow my channel, right? So it's very easy to follow my channel. Twitch TV, click on follow. It's free, totally free. And if you want to subscribe to my channel, you can subscribe to my channel. If you want to have a look at my YouTube channel, hundreds of videos there for you to watch with lots of queen sacrifices and all sorts of stuff. And lots of training videos. We explain all the moves as we're going through each game. And for players that are beginners, right up to middle strength games, you know, like up to about 1800, even 2000 players can appreciate some of my videos, right? Especially my videos where I play people like the Chess Bra, right? Or Magnus Carlsen, where I play Magnus, or I play Anish Giri or someone. So, I beat Hans Niemann, right? When I beat Hans Niemann, you can go and have a look at my YouTube video where I beat Hans Niemann in the late title Tuesday. Okay, all right then. So, one of my best games against Hans Niemann, right? One of the top players in the world. Here we go. My YouTube channel is just FM John Curtis Chess. So all you do is go into YouTube and search FM John Curtis Chess, like in the chat, and you can have a look at all my videos, compendium of all the videos, and just pick which ones you like, right? And yeah, you can rate them from 1 to 10 if you like, and put in the comments in the videos. So, oh, this one's only about a 9 out of 10. This one's only 1 out of 10, John. And then I might even remove some of them if you don't like some of them, right? Okay, so with that, might play a few blitz games. And we'll take on challenges. So you can steal my rating points. I'm 2,246 at the moment. Mr. Seth 58 says, if me and my opponent has 4 pawns in an endgame, we both promote the pawns to a knight, queen, rook and bishop, will it still be considered an endgame? It's a middle endgame, right? That's what we call a middle endgame, right? Middle endgame. And in chess, we always say, top players always say, you've got to beat me in the opening, in the middle game, the middle end game, and the end game. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4 phases of chess, right? So it's not just the opening and the end game, that's 2. So for top players, they like to think that there's a lot more to it than that. Yeah, bishop to g3 is considered better. Now, I've got this move. So I'm all right now. So black's got complete development. Looking good. Well, I think we should put our castle bang on the D file, protecting that pawn. This is where, in this type of position, accuracy is very, very important. Now we're attacking that. Now we can take this one. And now we take the bishop. The reason we take the bishop is we want to take the knight. Now what that does is the structure of the pawns is very weak. And we've got the 7th rank. We're attacking the B pawn. Okay, so now what do we do? How do we improve our game? Well, we can play. Now you might think, oh, John, you're allowing him to go here. I'm going to go here. Now he wants to take this pawn, and that's where he might go wrong. This is very dangerous now, this position, because now I've got this move, rook here. I'm controlling both open files, and so I've given him a pawn for piece activity, right? Because piece activity is always worth more than a pawn. Now we take this pawn. So now he's helping my king come up, and he is in trouble. So if I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I go here, here, Going there, I'll go here. Does he know what I'm trying to do? I'm checkmating him with my king. Can't he see what's going on? Is he blind? He wanted to make a queen, but he would have been checkmated. He's only got 24 seconds left. Harrison Utes, now we take the pawn off, and that's the end of the game. There's no defence to check, 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 and checkmate. And the key factor is the king came into the game. So that's the calculation, you see. Did you like that one? That's endgame mastery. C4. Knight C3. He should have played A5 to stop my B4 move. White's got an advantage now. I got an advantage. Where's he going? What's he doing over there? He's threatening me. I'll just go here and threaten his knight. His knight's on the side of the board. We'll just attack it. Da Springer am Branda bring Shanda. Now we'll take with the castle. We're threatening his knight. I didn't play the best move. I probably should have taken the knight first, then taken with the tempo. That would have been better. Okay, so I didn't play the best. I can play bishop here. And I can play queen here. That threatens a pawn. We're just piling up on the B pawn. It's isolated and weak. Notice that B pawn is separated from the other pawn chain. See, this is a nice little pawn chain. Right. He's got a weakness there. Now I can play bishop here. And I'm attacking his knight. Now, I'm not doing too much damage at the moment. Everything is all right. He's okay for the moment. But he doesn't like his position. Now I'm going to play queen here. I'm actually threatening his knight now. He's threatening. However, what we're going to do is we're going to put the rook here. We're powering up all our pieces on the B pawn. He's going there. Well, now we can play queen here. Now we could play knight here. So now we're attacking his pawn. It's gone there. He's not worried. But I've got knight here, which is a good move. Now that attacks his queen, and I can take the bishop. He can't take that because the rook takes rook check. Now, can I play rook takes pawn? Just take it with the bishop. So I've stolen a pawn. Okay, so now it's my move. If I hit his queen, it's going to take the rook. Right? Because he can't take the bishop because rook takes rook check wins. No, this wins. It's very simple. I've got 36 seconds to finish him. And we won on time. We had a one position, but we won on time. But I didn't play the best move. My last move, in this position, I played rook here. Rook here. Oh, that's actually, it's a good move. It threatens rook takes bishop. He can play bishop takes pawn. Then I play king here, and he can't save that one. So all his pawns are gone. So there we go. Next player is Roy Woods Jr. 2351, joined 18 days ago. Abort? Yes. Possible engine user? Not interested, right? Let's see now. Harrison Utes is playing. So Roy Woods Jr., if you're watching and you're a chess cheat, you're on notice. We'll have that account closed. If you're a chess cheat, I don't know that you are, but something's crook in, something's a bit crook, Castle. Now he's got to go backwards. I go forwards, and now I've got a better position. This pawn here is a linchpin in the position, and it's going to cause him all sorts of trouble. Right, so now his knight's pinned against the castle. My plan's very simple. I want to take his knight off after. I want to play pawn here first. My knight wants to go here, here, here. I'm threatening his queen. He's got no attack. I've got bishop check and bishop there too. So I've got tons of good moves. Pin his knight to his king on his castle. Doesn't want his castle. Let's go and checkmate him. This is a very important move, this one. Do I take this way or do I take that way? I like to take that way. We just attack his queen. We don't want him to take that just yet. He wants to change queens. Damn. Now we're going for the king. Pawn takes pawn is coming. We're going for the king now. It's going there. Well, our knight goes... Oh, we can play pawn takes pawn. We can also play knight here. Threatening knight takes pawn check. Also threatening pawn takes pawn. Might be time for a castle sacrifice. Can people see the castle sacrifice coming? Can you see the castle sacrifice? Pawn takes pawn. Now, if he takes with this pawn, check here wins, right? But can we play rook takes pawn? Pretty close. I can't play rook takes pawn. I'll give him the pawn check. We'll just take his castle. Now rook takes pawn check's very possible. What about rook takes pawn check? Surely we can give him a castle. There's a check. There's another one. Uh-oh, there's another one. You're running out of checks. Checkmate. Oh no, my queen! No, he can't take it. I'm joking. He can't take the queen because of the pin by the bishop to the king, right? So he can't take it. When I said, oh no, my queen, I was just tricking you, right? Some of you thought that he could take my queen, didn't you? Come on, own up, tell the truth. Some of you thought that I lost the queen. I must have tricked someone. Even if I tricked one person out of the 356 viewers, I would have been very happy. Harrison Utes is back again. Okay, we'll play pawn here. We'll just play for fun, right? We'll play knight here because we just want to play an active game. And takes pawn. Well, now we'll push that one. We want him. We want to attack him. You see, we want him to run away and get scared, and we want to monster him a little bit. Queen here threatens his knight. Where's his knight going? Okay. Well, we can always push a pawn forwards. What's he doing? Oh, well, we could always take a pawn off. He's attacking me. You can always give him a check. He goes there. Well, we can always come over here. Give him a check again. Love to keep him on his toes. Love to keep him on his toes. And now we just steal a pawn down here. Notice how my pawn structure is still very good. There's a check there. Watch out for check. Okay, now we'll attack this knight. Oh, he goes back there. It's probably time to develop a piece. Okay. Notice my pawn structure is very solid, no weaknesses. And now he can't castle that side. Lots of holes over there, isn't there, right? And now there's lots of holes over here. I'd hate to be him. You can't castle queen side, you can't castle king side. Your king's in the middle, white's castled, and there's big checks coming. And the queen's not working properly. This is not very good. There's a queen check here. There's a rook check here too. But the queen check here. No, I like rook check. I'll give him a rook check. He resigned. He doesn't like the position. It's a terrible position, isn't it, really? So we'll give him a rematch. Okay, knight f6. We'll just fianchetto the bishop. Castle. Okay. Push a pawn. What we're doing is we're trying to get some play on the central squares. We'll take that. Probably shouldn't. Try to get him to make a decision with his bishop. Well, he hasn't made a decision. Just going to push my pawn one square. I want to pin his knight. The reason why I want to pin his knight is because I'm really after this pawn. This is the pawn that I'm after. See, I can play queen here and attack that pawn. Okay. It's a double attack. I'm going to play knight here. Knight takes pawn as a threat. So I develop a piece, connect my major pieces at the back of the rank, and just see what I can do to annoy him. Harrison Utes, 1182 from the United Kingdom, chess champion of Great Britain and all her colonies. No, he's not, but he'd love to be, wouldn't you, Harrison Utes? He says, stood no chance. Ah, well. It's time to do a double attack, isn't it? How about a double attack? Pawn here. We're threatening the bishop. We've found a very good idea. We're going to play knight here, threatening the bishop, and double attack here. See that one? Oh, he's got the old. Ooh-wee. He's coming got queen here, threatening checkmate there. So we stopped him. We stopped him. No checkmate for you today, son. No checkmate for you. It's a good idea while it lasted, but no checkmates for today. You just have to come back at another time, another place. Well, we might as well play knight here, because now we're on the queen and the bishop. Oh, no attack with the bishop. Good centralising move. Now he wants me to play... I could take that. I could take with the bishop. He thought he's got a checkmate there, but I've got a check here. I'll take his rook. He's got a check. Okay, it's only one check. Not got a castle. So there you go. You got one check. That's all you get. Another check. You can pitch a pawn. That's it. That's the end of the attack. And now there's a castle down. There you go. King safe. Safe as houses. Right. So now he wants to play bishop here. So now we can trap his queen somehow. Rook here. Oh no, don't want to do that one. Because Jadub. Yeah, he might want to check here too. So we don't want that. So we'll play just bishop here, I think. Just play bishop there. All right, so what we're doing is we're covering the king. So there's no attack to the king. He's going there. Well, he should be playing bishop here. He hasn't got a check or anything. I'm pushing a pawn forwards. He's not looking. I want a rook here. Remember his queen. That's right. Now I can play queen here. I'm threatening to trap his queen there. I won on time. I was just playing for fun, right? For fun. I was trying to trap his queen, show you how you can just trap the queen. I was making it more of a chess lesson than a chess destruction. Playing gambit style. Ouch! Well, that was the end of that game. It was a good game while it lasted. He's going to lose a castle. The old gambits. Playing the old gambits, eh? Oh, what was that gambit called? That was called the, I don't know, swashbuckling gambit. We'll throw a few more pawns at him and confuse him, I think. Here we go. Let's throw some pawns at him. Oh, look at this move. Take that. Attack his knight. It's always fun to attack the knight. Take with the pawn. What's that knight doing there? Well, isn't it amazing how suddenly black's just attacking? He's going there. We'll develop a piece. He's going there. Well, we could take that pawn off. Looks good. But queen here is a nice developing move. Threatens a pawn. So you develop your queen and threaten a pawn. That can't be bad. And never miss a check. It could be mate, but why not just tease him a little bit? Let's tease him. Here we go. We could take that pawn off. All right. There's a check there. I've got a check. Never miss a check. Might be mate. Okay, so now he really does want me to push a pawn over there. He got a queen check, king there. Got to calculate all this. Doesn't work. It nearly works. Nearly works. Well, what about so close to working? I'm going to play pawn here to stop the queen check. Okay, oh, he's got that. I go here. I can't go up there. He would check here and win the queen. So he played a good move. He really should have played knight there. So he's made a bad move now. Made a bad choice. He has got a knight check here. I've got to watch that. But I could give him a check, get his king active. Right, now I need to give him a good swift check in the hooly-girlies with a check there. Give him a swift check. Oh, I can nearly win a queen there. It's probably not a bad sacrifice, isn't it? Not a bad sacrifice. It's not too bad. Okay, take that. He's going there. He doesn't even flinch. Oh dear, what happened? Harrison Newts, what have you done, sir? He's back again. You know we love him. We love Harrison. That's why we let him win a game. We're on his queen again. On his knight again. On his knight again. With a check. He's running shorter moves here. And he's lost. 7 moves, Harrison. Harrison, you just lost a piece. So pawn fork. Attacking a bishop and a knight. There goes a knight. Threading a B pawn. There's a little check there. Just keep your king honest. What's that king doing there, Harrison? What's that king doing there? It's not supposed to be there against two bishops. I think it's time for you to retreat, Harrison. I'm going for a queen now. It's time to protect my pawn. Not a bad move, not a bad move. It's a good move. My opponent's trying to find a good move, but it's not possible. There is no good move. We'll take that. Good idea. Good idea. It's a great idea. Well, the idea was great. The idea was great. You're right if there's no checkmate, wouldn't it? We saw it. Did you see that? Did you, Harrison? Did you see that? Oh, there's no check there. Oh, shit. I stuffed up, did I? Oh, I stuffed up. That was a bad move. Oh, Harrison, I was trying to be fancy. I was trying to be fancy against you. And it cost me quite a few rating points. Oh, no, it was another guy, was it? I thought it was Harrison Utes. I'm playing now Skarky Paisel, W. Yeah, I was trying to do a Queen Sacrifice. I was. I was setting it up for a Queen Sacrifice, and he saw it. He saw the threat. This guy's 2,409. By pawn there, it's too weakening. Oh, good move. I'll take a bishop. And bishop takes pawn wins. Well played. That's the winning move. good move. I'll have to play a rematch here. That was Skarky pays W. 24-14. A real tactical game, this one, against Skarky pays W from Greece. Want to play knight takes bishop. Want to play knight takes rook. I lost a lot of attack here, though. Oh, dear. What a very weak king. Don't know what to do about my king. Got such a terrible king. Yeah. Can't seem to defend a king. No defences. I'm going to be checkmated or lose my... I'm going to lose the queen and everything here. Just attacking me, getting more space for his pieces. Wise decision, I suppose. Yeah, so I think he could be an engine user. I'm going to try one more time. Then I'm going to do some checks to see whether he's an engine user. But he's playing at 24-18. Okay, so he was thinking he's playing like an ordinary chess player. I've got him on the run a bit here. Outplayed him completely. Outplayed him completely. Nothing left. It was a crushing game. I played a crushing game against him. He's got an extra pawn. Excellent move. That's my linchpin pawn. You can't take that. It's a great move. Rook here could have been played, actually. It's not easy. There's a draw. It's 1.5, 2.5. Oh, what a smash up that was, eh? What a smash up. Another smash up. That was a good smash up, that one. He's 2,400, so it's a good smash up.